Hello everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, who have been logged in from different parts of the world. So this is the introduction class for the social studies that we offer for the OBE C-level students. So without further ado, let's get into the introduction. So the first question you might have, what is social study? So social study, you can say it's a kind of branch which comes from social science. So let's look at what are the subjects come under. So it is a wide variety of subject actually. We have to know many things to get the grasp of social science. So it started with say like history, archaeology, but over the period of time, as you can see, it has increased like many branches. So like what is there? What all things you see in this under this umbrella? Very good. What else? Economics, yes. Sociology, psychology. But why criminology? Why they're saying social science should be part of criminology? What do you think? Yes, very good. Political science. What is this anthropology? Do you know what is this anthropology means? And why should law come under social science? So, now as we have discussed, as we have kind of gone through this, so that means the social science is like an exciting branch of study. So you have natural science, where we study physics, chemistry, maths, biology, right? And then this is social science. So this is about us. This is society, how we behave, how from one place of people, how they dress up, how they do certain things, how they practice, and then how it goes. So that is a part of social science. Now, as part of OBE, what you'll be studying? So you will be studying is called social studies, basically. So social science is a study related to our society. Now in social study, like these are the subjects are part of that. Out of that umbrella, right now, in your book, they have discussed about history, archaeological science, geography, political science, sociology, and economics. So now you might ask, like, what is the importance of social science? So as the definition we have given, social science is study related to our society. Imagine you want to write a book. Book about what? It's a book about the people in your town. Now, how I'll identify what the story you want to create? So for that, you need to know about those people. So how they have come, how the way we are dressing up right now, how we are dressing, why we are doing that, what is the need? Have you seen your dad going to office and how he dresses up? If your mom is doing certain things or you are going to a social function, how you dress up, right? So if you know about this, what will happen to you? So means we will be dressing appropriately to that social situation, right? The dress we can wear a birthday party, we cannot wear the same dress in a funeral, right? So that's why this aspect we need to study, we need to identify, and how it helps. Like when later you'll grow up, you'll have your own job, or you will be doing your business, or you may be starting your organization, or you may be studying, or you be interacting with the people around the world. So there you need to know about their culture, about their history, about their the geographical space they come from, or their economic strata. So then you will be better placed to offer them solution. Right? So that's how it's important. And as it is important, now you're kind of getting the relationship of social science to our life. So we are always, human being is called a social being, right? We cannot live without people. We cannot live without interacting with others. So that means social science is not about study. We need to really understand how it is related to us in day-to-day life. So the other 6 subjects, what I have mentioned before, so you can really see how it is connected. We'll be studying in the our upcoming chapters how it is related to our life, and it is not only as an individual, it is like how it is applicable to our city, our state, our country, the whole world as well, right? So are you excited? So let's go. Let's try to find out 1 or 2 subject of this, what is discussed. So this is like continuation of that, what is there. But what I have covered here is, these are the topics will be covered in your book. Now, let's start with history. Now, why history? History, the ancient branch of, or the first branch of, you can say, of social science or social studies. Everything started with history. Now, I have mentioned this is like his story, means history, like that. Is it his story or Itihaasa? Now, history is a description of the events happened in the past, right? That's what you all know. So how it helps, reading history helps us to know our roots, our power, our achievement. So can you tell me like what the state or the town you are belonging from? And how do you get any inspiration from when you go to that monument on the way? So I'll give you an example. When I visit to Mysore, the Chamundi Hill, have you seen the Mysore Palace? So the palace, when I go there, the amount of work that has been done, it feels pride on that artisans who created that mastery over that. So our forefathers or the people previous who came to us, they built that one. And they have this Mysore Zoo, you might have gone there. So all these things, what was created in the past gives us the reference, okay, what our forefathers would have done. So that creates a connection, right? Like it cannot be like, we are not like Swayambhu, like we have not born, we have born to our fathers and mothers, how they have gone. So knowing about their story, like his or her story, helps us to know our roots. Now, what is this Itihaasa I'm talking about? So this is, Itihaasa is a Sanskrit word. So that means in India, history, we call it as a Itihas. Now, Itihas, as it's Sanskrit word, it consists of 3 words, Iti, Ha, and Hasa. So Iti means it exactly happened, right? Exactly as it is. Iti means as it is, like how it was there. And Ha means yes, Ha, yes, definitely. And Hasa means it has happened. So Itihaasa speaks about something or some event or some story which exactly happened. Now, how we know that? So people say that Ramayana and Mahabharata are the example of Itihaasa. So why it is so? Because Valmiki wrote Ramayana and he was also a character of Ramayana. Do you know about that? And Vedavasa wrote Mahabharata, but he also was an active character in Mahabharata. So what this means? So he saw it, the event happen, and he wrote about it. So which means it's authentic, right? So what is the difference between his story or Itihaasa? So people argue, the current new historians from India, they argue that as we have been under colonial rule, so many of our history has been distorted. It's not the correct. Like now you see the things like Bombay become Mumbai, Madras become Chennai, right? So it's part of that. Like it has been distorted. So history is like maybe written by somebody who are under the kings and queen. So about his means some queen's story, like all the history we are reading is about king's story. Now Itihaasa means the places depicted in Ramayana or Mahabharata still exist, is still there. So that means it maybe would have happened. Some people call it as Puranas or mythologies. Mythologies means there is no evidence, but there is a strong opposition for that, right? So can you see, like, that is very interesting way to look into that. So As we study history, I will deep dive into more knowing about history. Now, with history, very closely tied with archaeological science. The debate can be taken through this Mahabharata Ramayana only. As I said, like people are saying some are mythology, some are uh, like kind of it really happened, Itihaasa. But here is the one modern science of doing this. Like in history might be distorted. Now we understand uh, that things would have happened, but how to make sure, find out. So now, when Mohenjo-daro, Harappa, have you heard about that? That Indus Valley civilization, when they discovered it, yes, it is like people have not, kind of uh, thought about it. Somebody have been taken like under, it was under British, so they have taken their credit. But thing is that as it has evidence I found, now we know that there maybe that set of people was there, because it's really example. And modern science says like you should have a proof. So archaeological science and studies is the area which just gives us knowledge about the society and culture of ancient times, how they do it, like the pots they have used, the jewelry they have used. Those, analyzing those, we can identify what they would have done. Like there is a very famous, people have say that like in Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, they were very surprised by the toilet system existing there. So that came from the British because they saw Indians maybe defecating in the open, right? So, and they thought that inventing toilet, that was it. So now they were very surprised that was there thousands years before, right? So all this information is provided by the physical remains of the era. And so as we have discussed, which city you are living in. So if you have visited any archaeological sites, so we can discuss about that. So other subjects in social studies are these, so which will continue like in your regular classes, and then you can answer this quiz. And if you are interested, you can look through for this for additional reading. So internet, YouTube, or the current artificial intelligence new invention, it should be your source of your studies. Thank you very much for attending. If you have any questions, we can take it now.